Hello.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Joyful Living. I'm Heather Rizzo. I'm a holistic practitioner and licensed body worker. My clients like to call me the Body Whisperer, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Joyful Healing Playground.
And I'm the other co-founder of the Joyful Healing Playground. My business is The Joy of Being Well, and I work with energy healing and especially emotional energy, clearing that and helping people remember the powerful infinite beings that they are.
Excellent, thank you. Well, before we jump in, just making our disclaimer that we're not doctors, we're not here to diagnose anything. Everything that we share are personal opinions and testimonials that we've heard from our clients. So I love when we come together to talk about our videos because they always mirror one another. And as some of you may know, Lent started a couple days ago, and I'm not Catholic, but I think it's a good practice to look at what we can release from our life. And the thing that I've decided to give up as this experiment for this month is complaining. And that might sound kind of odd, but it's been really interesting already. Just the inner complainer, the inner voice that I have that is just wanting to focus on what's not going well. And then also the way that we communicate with other people. I think we can have, well, I know for me, I can have these thoughts of there's suffering in the world, there's goodness in the world, but there's suffering too. And so a lot of times we communicate through what's wrong. And so really challenging myself to communicate with what's right. And in fact, when I came in this morning, you said, what's going on? And I really had to stop. And I said, well, I'm not complaining right now. I'm detoxing complaining. So, and you said, well, what's going well? And then I was able to share them things. But our brains are actually, this is a holdover from sort of the caveman times, our reptilian brain. Survival, that we imprint threats more easily than we imprint joy. And so it's really about that that mindset shift. So I'd love to have you join me in this exploration of letting go of complaining.
Yes.
For the next month, just to try it out and see what happens with your life. And and then you wanted to talk about...
Well, letting go of complaining is the first step. Because if you can let go of complaining, then what's left? What's left is what's good in my life. What can I focus on that's really good? And that is about gratitude. Or appreciation. Appreciation is another word. Just I really appreciate that I have heat in my house. I really appreciate that my car started this morning. I really appreciate that I had a soft bed to sleep in last night. Okay, so here's the tricky part, okay? Because as soon as I said soft bed, what came into my head was all of the people who don't have a soft bed. And that's an energy, that's a vibration of sadness, guilt, whatever that brings up for you. So try to keep your gratitude kind of general. I appreciate that I slept well last night. I appreciate that I'm warm. I appreciate that I have a house. There's always going to be, you're going to be struggling maybe a little bit with that. Okay, but what about people who don't? Like you said, that guilt energy. Another part of this appreciation that will make it easier for you to get into this is to stop watching the news, stop reading the newspaper, because if you notice, it is all about what's wrong in the world. What is there to be afraid of? What is there to avoid and look out for? Be careful. Don't give anybody your social security number. Don't pick up the phone. Don't go here. Don't do that. Don't go to California because there's flooding. Don't drive in the mountains because there's avalanches. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's everywhere, and it's really a matter of what you focus on. And your brain can only focus on one thing at a time.
Right.
So are you going to focus on what's good, what's working, and bring in that energy of gratitude?
Right.
Or are you going to focus on what's...
And so you can start your day before you even open your eyes in the morning. I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that I can open my eyes. I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful that my body feels pretty good. I'm grateful that I'm able to move. I'm grateful to my feet for holding me up and letting me move forward in life. I'm grateful that I have clean water to drink this morning. And just start. It will flip your switch so quickly. It will change your body's vibration. Gratitude is the thing that changes your body's vibration faster than anything else. So, and then you wanted to talk about what's going on right now.
The other thing that just happened is we turned our clocks forward, so we had daylight savings, and that can be a little jarring for some people. And just to be really gentle with yourself in the next couple of days. But again, let's focus on what's right. And so rather than focusing on how this time can be jarring, you actually have an exercise that you wanted to.
Yeah. And it's really simple. You've probably seen this book before. Ask It and Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks, Teachings of Abraham. There's a lot of exercises in the back of this book. But exercise number 12 is the what would it be like if exercise. And it's just a really simple place that you can put yourself into this thought process of when you feel yourself kind of going into, oh, I need money to pay the bills, or I really don't like the way my body looks right now, or I wish I had somebody in my life that loved me, or whatever it is that's going on in your life right now. What would happen if my metabolism started working so beautifully with my body? What would happen if money just started flowing to me that I could play with it and create new things with it? What would happen if this amazing person came into my life and we had a lot of fun and we got to spend time together and do fun things? What would happen if I lived in a place that I loved so much that I couldn't wait to get out of bed and see the beautiful place where I lived? What would happen if my job was so much fun that I jumped out of bed every morning and I couldn't wait to get to work? And what you're doing is you're setting up a vibration of expectation in a good way. Expectation of I deserve, and this is all coming to me. And you're asking the universe to bring it. When you're just doing that really gentle, what would happen if? You're not saying, I need this right now. You're saying, what would happen if all of the money to pay my bills just showed up? There's an oil. There's always an oil. There's an oil for that. And this oil is wild orange. And wild orange is the oil of joy and abundance. And it helps you get rid of that vibration of scarcity, overburden, lack, sadness, because it's a very high vibration of joyfulness, playfulness, humor, and just energy and abundance. So this is an oil, because it's from doTERRA, it's an oil that I feel safe ingesting, and because it is a fruit, wild orange, it's grass, it's generally regarded as safe by the FDA, and you can put it in your water, put it in your tea, put it in your salad dressing, put it on your cookie. I love to put frosting together with wild orange.
Oh, orange. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's so good. But yes, put it in a smoothie. This is a great one to put in your smoothie, okay? But it will help to raise your body's vibration so you can get to that place of gratitude easier, or just smell it. Just diffuse it. It's such an amazing fragrance.
We're sending it to you.
Yep, here you go. Wild orange to you. All right. Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah. And what if the shift in time didn't affect our systems?
What if time is just a figment of our imaginations, first of all, which a lot of people believe is true. And so what if we could play with time and play with our body's energy and say, okay, what if time doesn't really affect me? What if I actually can get up earlier now and have more energy than when it wasn't daylight savings time, or when it was daylight savings time? I think it's not daylight savings time. I don't know.
I always get confused about that. You can look it up.
What if time and clocks don't affect you? What if your body can have energy whenever you need it? What if?
What if?
Live in the land of what if. That's what I always used to say. So,
love it.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to join us to explore some other mindset shifts and just connect with like-minded individuals, we have our Sacred Women's Circle coming up on Friday. That would be March 15th.
Okay.
From 12 to 1:30. Bring your lunch, ladies. If you need a little, leave a little early, that's fine. We love to have you just come and join us. We're going to be wrapping up our exploration of Warrior Goddess training, and hopefully we'll be announcing our book for April. Yeah,
we will be announcing. We're looking at a couple of good ones right now. So
stay tuned.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for today.
I think so. Just remember what powerful, amazing, divine goddesses you are, or gods. You know, all you guys out there, you have that same beautiful divine energy in you, and anything is possible for you. Anything and everything is possible for you. So go for it.
Yeah. So we gave you a lot of things to play around with and consider today. And thank you again for joining us. Do all that social media stuff. Tag a friend that you think would enjoy this, like us, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good week, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.